What's happening, guys? It's Iggy Davis here, bringing you the news that matters, like coronavirus updates, and the news that's also a little bit funny, like climate change protesters. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. As of today, the coronavirus updates are as follows. There have been 17,386 confirmed cases and 362 deaths so far. 361 of those being from China, and the first death being reported from the Philippines. Japan currently has 20 infected cases. Thailand has 19 confirmed cases. Singapore has 18. South Korea has 15. Hong Kong has 14. And Australia has 12. With the United States reporting 9 cases so far. Now in China, movements have been restricted between cities, and it hasn't been easy for the Chinese people. Reuters reported that a mother and her 26-year-old daughter was standing at a border crossing, and they couldn't get across the bridge from one city to another because the police had blocked it off. Now the mother had to get to another city because where she was, the hospitals were exhausted. Now her daughter has blood cancer and has to get to another hospital because the hospitals in Hubei have been exhausted by the coronavirus. So they tried to make their way across to Jiangxi. Now when they wanted to get to Jiangxi, the police had blockaded. But there is good news to this story, and that is that reportedly, 1 hour after Reuters interviewed this woman, an ambulance arrived and took them across the border. And that's a bit of good news out of a bad situation. Next up is the case of a 17-year-old boy, and this is tragic. A 17-year-old boy suffering from cerebral palsy passed away because his father and his brother were quarantined due to the coronavirus infection. That means that the boy was left to fend for himself, and not being able to be mobile, he passed away. This is absolutely tragic, and I really hope that the people of China get the help that they need very soon, because some tragedies can obviously be avoided. Next, if it's true, it's heartbreaking. There is footage here of a man who has jumped off of a bridge. How does that relate to the coronavirus? Well, apparently, according to reports, the man found out that he has a coronavirus infection. He couldn't go to the hospitals because the hospitals are over capacity, and he wasn't allowed to get home to his family because of his quarantine status. Reportedly, he ended his life by jumping off the bridge. We found some footage here which shows that once a resident has been discovered to be infected with the coronavirus, it gets pretty serious, and that there are blockades that are placed, even human blockades that are placed around buildings to ensure that no one can get in and no one can get out. In fact, many people have been protesting the situation. As you can see, an artist here apparently is being hunted by the government because of how they're expressing their objection to the government's handling of the situation. And you can see here how some residents are trying to be innovative to try and reduce the amount of contact that you make with surfaces and with each other. If you look at this video here, someone gets into the elevator and there are toothpicks on the side of the wall to allow you to take a toothpick and press the button. And then a little bit of news to let you know that life isn't so bad. Climate change protesters have been occupying the quad at St. John's College in Oxford, United Kingdom. The protesters have been objecting to the fact that St. John's College holds investments in oil companies such as BP, up to the value of £1.8 billion. Now the funny part is the reply. Andrew Parker, the bursar of St. John's College, wrote to 2 students saying, "I am not able to arrange any divestment at short notice, but I can arrange for the gas central heating in college to be switched off with immediate effect. Please let me know if you support this proposal." Okay guys, I'm Iggy Davis, and I'll see you next time with the news that matters.